Are the Lakers the team to beat in the West?
Man, I'm looking at this Joy and Key, and I'm like, I don't see no clear-cut favorite, but I would not bet against the Lakers. They, out of all the teams outside of like the Warriors, Nuggets, they got probably the most experience, championship experience over there because Luka just coming off a playoff finals run. We already know Bron has been to about 100 NBA finals. Other than that, the rest of these cats and the Warriors, they don't know what that looked like. So,
Okay. What is this man talking about, y'all? The Lakers have the most championship experience. Look, I get it, Paul Pierce. You need a job. You get me. You need your they let you go on ESPN. You on Fox now. But come on, bro. Get off the Laker nuts, my guy. Get off the nuts. This man just said that the Lakers have the most championship experience out of all the teams in playoffs, basically, and he especially mentioned the Warriors. This could be the furthest shit from the truth that I've ever heard. Matter of fact, let's go look at the Lakers. All right, who's on their team? Let's take a quick gander. All right, LeBron, we know he got championship experience, right? Luka doesn't have championship experience because he never won a championship. But I'm just guessing that he meant made it to the finals. So if we want to say made it to the finals, sure. Then you have Markieff Morris, who gets no burn on his team, and Gabe Vincent. So where's all this championship experience that this man's talking about? That would be a total of 4 players, and one of them won't even see the court inside of the entire playoffs unless the Lakers are getting blown out by 40 and they're just throwing out a bench. Nobody else. Austin Reeves doesn't have championship experience. Jared Vanderbilt doesn't have championship experience. We know Bronny James doesn't. Dalton Connect is a rookie. And Rui Hachimura has 0 championship experience. And so does Jackson Hayes. The players that matter on the Lakers, we can add Gabe Vincent to that. Most of them do not have championship experience. Literally only 2 players, if you want to add Morris, but out of the players that matter, just LeBron. Then when we go to finals, we'll put Luka and Gabe Vincent. If you go look at the Warriors team, on the other hand, and we use the same metric that he was talking about, we know Steph Curry has a million times over championship experience, just like LeBron does, but Steph Curry does. Jimmy Butler, he took a team to the finals twice, actually has more championship experience than Luka Doncic as the lead guy. Then we have Jonathan Kuminga, who literally just won a championship a couple of years ago, right? Then we all know Draymond Green, who has a million times over championship experience, just like Steph Curry. This is a rookie. They don't have it. Then you go down here to Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, who has championship experience as well, and then Kevon Looney. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on this roster. When we know in the playoffs you play between 8 to 9 players total, but about 7 of them have championship freaking experience on the Warriors. If anything, they probably have the most championship experience of every team outside of the Nuggets, compared to the Lakers, who literally have 2 people using the same metric, 3 technically who will get burned compared to their 7. Come on, bro. Can we stop the narratives? Can we just stop the narratives? I'm not even tripping over like you saying the Lakers can get there and shit. If that's what you want to believe, fine. We all know the season, the Warriors made it to the play-in at this point. But come on, bro. Come on, bro. Stop gassing up the Lakers like they got all this experience. Everybody vetted out on the Lakers. They all know what to do. They all been to the final. No, they haven't. Not at all. Most of the Lakers' key players haven't been out of the second round. Some out of the third. Come on, bro. These dudes, people on TV, because you guys like to hop in the comment section and talk. bro, you don't know what you're talking about, bro, this and that. You hear this all the time because I look at all my comments. So go ahead and leave comments. You know, I do look at all of them and I respond to most of them as much as I can. But most of these dudes get in my comment section, they be talking nonsense, bro. And I just be looking at y'all like, you guys act like I don't know basketball. The pundits that are on all these TV shows come out and say nonsense every single freaking day. One day they'll say the Warriors is the best team to beat. The Warriors, since adding Jimmy Butler, have won 15 and lost one game, and they're pressed to win. And then the next day they'll come out and say the Warriors don't know what they're doing. Jimmy Butler, he's weak, he's soft. This is why Pat Riley got rid of him. This is why he needs to go. And they flip-flop all over the damn place. Whatever fits their fucking narrative for that day. And you guys eat this shit up all day long. Hit the comment section, twerking it up a storm, gaslighting the shit out of everybody else. Oh, see, we knew it. See, the only team, don't bet against the Lakers. The Lakers, they've proven everything to everyone. Every time they've played a team, because they're about to say some more nonsense, every time they've played a team that had a better record than them, and I mean like the teams to beat, they lost most of those games. They just got beat by the Rockets. Then they beat the Rockets, right? They did beat the Rockets at one game. A lot of free throws. Then they beat the Thunder, right? Which was a great game of blowout fashion for Luka. Luka putting his imprint. They immediately played the Thunder the next game over. And what happens in that game? Luka, everybody wants to blame. You tune in. Everybody's blaming it on Luka's ejection. The Lakers were down that entire game. They had a quick run in the third. Once they kicked LeBron to the bench, they had a quick fucking run, took over a quick lead, and then Luka immediately gets kicked out. The rest of the game consists of Austin Reeves shooting like 9 more free throws, getting to the line like 7-8 times in the fourth, as well as LeBron and everybody else. The Lakers shot 37 free throws in that game, most of them coming in the fourth quarter when fouls shouldn't have been called, versus the Thunder's 20. But nobody will talk about that at all. Why were the refs so clearly on the Lakers side? They gave the Lakers almost double the amount of free throws that the Thunder got. That's absolutely ridiculous. Nobody on the Thunder was getting fouled? Is that what you mean to tell me? I did, however, see some flaws in the Thunder that needs to be fixed, i.e. Chet Holmgren. Dude, I think had like 3 fucking rebounds or some shit. Atrocious. And their other big, can't even remember his name right now. Atrocious. You guys cannot be 7-foot centers on this team and getting outplayed by Jackson Hayes. And shout out to Jackson Hayes. For real, he be doing his thing. I'm tired of the media shitting on him like he doesn't play basketball or like he's some underwhelming talent. Bro, Jackson Hayes is a top level elite center in this league. Not offensively, but as a role player, he's very elite and does what he needs to do. Gets the job done. Well, how much more help do you want does fucking LeBron James need? Do we need to get rid of him and add Jokic? Will that satisfy the championship gods and everybody else who says that the Lakers need more help? They're really just saying let's sub out Hayes and get Giannis. That's really what they're trying to say. Come on, bro. Yeah, Jackson Hayes is balling and he's really developing under Luka. He's a serious lob threat now. At least he has been in this point in the season. We'll see what he does in the playoffs. These guys did tend to wet the bed, even Austin Reeves in the playoffs, but they've all developed a lot this year, so let's see where they go. But let's stop the narrative saying that the Lakers need all this help. More help here, more help there. They don't need any help. They have top 2. To me, as far as talent is concerned, they're top 2 in talent this season. Celtics being number 1. I don't see any other team that has more talent on their roster than the Lakers have. And that's honestly what he should have been talking about when he talks about championship needs. Now, when we look at the Warriors, I just find it disrespectful to shove them away over the Lakers. Now, Granted, they're the 7 seed, so they're in the play-in. So under my blueprint, right, I always tell you guys, the only teams that ever win the championship are 1, 2, and 3 of every conference. The lowest seeded team that ever won the championship was the Houston Rockets, who I believe were the 5th or the 4th seed in '94. So that automatically disqualifies them, except for the fact that when you actually look at the standings, right? When you take a look at the standings for 5 damn seconds, right? Every single team, basically from the 3rd seed down to the 8th seed, the difference is 2 games. 2 games. And when you look at their record, 1 game difference from 4th seed and beyond. When I look at this, it's just too close. We rarely see seasons. I think we saw last season was kind of similar. I will say that, but it was more top heavy from like the 1st to the 3rd seed. But we rarely see seasons where teams end up in the standings this freaking close. This freaking close. 48 games to 50 games. Literally, the Warriors win 2 more games, i.e. their last game and some game last week. Let's say they won the game last week, they'd be the 3rd seed because I think they beat the Lakers more than the Lakers beat them, so they would be the 3rd seed. Literally. That's how close of a difference it is. So this is starting to move more towards an anomaly, which is kind of odd to say because I did not expect the standings to be this close in the freaking West. Normally, standings look like this, where you can just, clearly see, okay, this team, blah, 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 blah. This shit is sort of weird. It tells you just how equal most of the teams are. So if you want to throw money on the Clippers and hope that Kawhi saves, from getting injured, go ahead. Because if we're being technical about it, although the Lakers say 3 seed, they share the same record as the Nuggets and the Clippers. So if the Nuggets wind up making it to the finals and y'all sit here and say, look what you said, bro. You said no seed lower than the 3rd. Bro, they're the same fucking record. The same record. The only difference is who won more in their conference. Lakers, I think they played 3 times and the Lakers won 2, and the same thing for the Clippers. They played 3 times and the Lakers won 2 of the games. That's the only difference between this right here. So if the fucking Clippers or the Nuggets boost their way, if you want to call them a proverbial 3rd seed, then go ahead. Outside of that, this is ridiculous what Paul Pierce is talking about and just throwing shade. I do agree with the not clear-cut favorite, except you have to stop, and I got to pause you when you get to the Thunder. They should clearly be the clear-cut favorite. They won 68 games this season. The last team to win 68 games in a season, I think, was the Celtics in 73. This shit just doesn't happen, bro. Shout out to the Thunder for this impeccable record. Let's give them the respect. They have a superstar that's almost on the level of what Steph Curry was when he won his fucking 73-9 season. He ain't on that level, but he close to it. And most likely should win the championship because of this record. Everybody wants to shout out Jokic, right? Everybody wants to shout out Jokic and what he's doing. Bro, motherfucker, we won 18 more games than you. We won 18 more games than you. I don't care about the talent differences. Give me my MVP. Stop. But that's all I wanted to say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Honestly, I just, it's the back and forth that they do, sickening. Honestly, it's just, it's to be expected, though. It is what it is, man. Who do you guys think? Who you guys got getting out of the West, I should say? Who do you think is going to get out the West? And who do you think is going to get out the East? Love to see your comments in the comment section. I'm trying to build a community over there, and I appreciate the love that I've been getting. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and I'm up out of here.